In case you haven't heard me gloat already, before the Rugby League World Cup kicked off, I predicted an Australian versus Samoa grand final for the World Cup. But, like many, I jumped on the Samoa ain't gonna do anything bandwagon after their 60-point loss to England. And unlike my childhood heroes Paul Kent and Buzz Rothfield, I'm here to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Samoa. I believed you had the squad pre-World Cup, but when you lost to England, I thought this side just doesn't have the cohesion. I was very critical of Matt Parrish, the coach, but I was wrong. And that is the title of this video, guys. So before we get any further, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are so close to 4,000. Comment your thoughts about down below. Can Samoa beat Australia? I have a full preview coming out this Friday when the teams are out. But let's get straight into the meat of this video. Now, I know all my Usos, all my Samoan fans who I absolutely love are sitting there going, but Paddy G, we knew you love Samoa. We know that you're Jerome Luai's best friend. We know that you were correct about Samoa. There's no apology. Well, if you go back to this video in the top right corner, I guess not, because rightfully slow, I've been copping a fair bit of feedback, and like I said, my childhood heroes, Paul Kent and Buzz Rothfield, don't come out and admit when they're wrong, but I kind of have to on this one because I deserve it. So let's kick things off. I've got some notes written down. Let's start with the big one. I was very critical of Matt Parrish. I said that he had really failed as Samoan head coach and he didn't do anything with them. He said pre-tournament that they were not at the level yet, and I was like, bruh, how are you not at the level yet to compete in a World Cup? That's very poor coaching. And I basically made the point of, if they got Andrew Johns, Matty Johns and Sonny Bill in there, then maybe they wouldn't be in this predicament. Well, I'm not sure if even Joey, Matty and SBW could get Samoa to a grand final, so there's no really other way to say this. Matt Parrish, I am very, very sorry. He is the coach for Samoa going forward. I don't want to hear any rumours, and I can honestly sit here and say, if Australia puts 60 points on Samoa, that's still a massive, massive pass for me. That's still an overachievement. I obviously picked him to make the grand final. I'll try to stop saying that in this video, but I think even getting to the quarters, if they were to get bounced out by Tonga, would have been a decent turnaround. Probably the result we all expected. If they lost to England, I probably wouldn't have made this video, but I still would have been like, yeah, I was wrong. But to make the final, no matter what happens on Sunday morning, full credit to Matt Parrish. He did an incredible job. Another point I made was that I thought he would have to Penrithify. It doesn't matter. I thought that he would have to take as much Penrith Panthers influence as possible. I said Stephen Crichton should move to fullback, Suaalii to the wing, and then keep Penrith backline and then have Joseph Suaalii fit in at right centre or on the wing. I still kind of stand by that. I think Stephen Crichton should be the fullback. Obviously, he can't pull off that hectic intercept, which is arguably one of the main reasons Samoa won the game. But Joseph Suaalii can do all his damage on the wing as he does at fullback, and Stephen Crichton's a better ball player. In saying that, you know, Joseph Suaalii has been absolutely outstanding. Yes, he's still actually a bit of ball playing, but he sort of reminds me of Joey Manu when he first started playing fullback for the Roosters. Just he runs all day. He doesn't have the best ball playing, but you better get numbers in front of him or he's going to run you over. Also, the back line, throw that out the window. Tim Laffey, what an inclusion he has been. When he was picked on the extended squad, I thought he was just there for injury cover because Samoa lost a few early. They lost to Hammer early. They lost Josh Alloway, and they're two of their pretty more important players, and they've handled them arguably better. I mean, Tim Laffey has been one of the best outside backs in the competition, and I apologize if I butcher this, but Ligi Sayo, holy moly, what a back row. The man went 20 metres down the blind side of Bird Callum Watkins, who the English commentators were sucking off to no end in the first game. Another brilliant coaching decision, the benching of Josh Papali'i. making sure that when Bolo's off the field, Papali'i's on, and when Papali'i's off, Bolo's on, because it really was after that first 20 minutes. I know England were definitely on top in that first game, but when he took the starting props off, that is when the English came into their own. Papali'i had the best game of the tournament so far on the weekend, coming on a bit earlier when Papali'i got sent off and Faamua-Brown went off, and he was absolutely outstanding. You could tell, especially guys like Royce Hunt. He was outstanding. Spencer Leniu, they came out and they wanted revenge on that English forward pack. I tell you what, they're going to be quite a concern for Australia. I don't want to keep saying that the best chance any team has against Australia is the forwards, because, you know, I guess you guys are kind of tired of that. But I'm not wrong. But the main point I have, and I've apologized at the beginning of this video, but give me some bloody credit. I said Jerome Luai had to be the main playmaker for this Samoan side. And Matty Parish, you're welcome, brother, because it did help. It did help that Milford got suspended in that second game, but Jerome Luai taking the reins as the chief playmaker has done Samoa wonders. He now is tied first in try assists with 9. He had 3 on the weekend in a deserving man of the match performance. He was absolutely outstanding, and every time we doubt Jerome Luai, he either wants to stand up in a finals game, stand up in an origin, or take Samoa to a grand final like Jerome Luai. Obviously, England, they have Williams and Wellesby, and that's probably who can do this, and Jerome Luai gets another man of the match. He gets player of the year. Just like that. I'm saying that right now because the World Cup, arguably our most important one, he was probably better than Cleary in origin for New South Wales. I guess that's not really saying much. And he's a back-to-back premiership winning half. Put some respect on Jerome Luai's name. Anthony Milford, even he's been good, but just, I can't believe Samoa turned it around. And for Vossi, what he said, what other analysts have said, boys, take a page out of Page's book, come out here, own it. Because as much as I'm a prediction god, I kind of really stuffed this one up. But guys and gals, my Usos, my Samoan listeners, if you don't like me saying Usos, let me know, by the way. Obviously, I like wrestling, and Jimmy and Jay are the GOATs. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave your thoughts about Samoa down below. Let me know, did you think Samoa were going to make the final after they got bounced by England? Let me know. Put your apology down below. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let's go. I tell you what, there is the tiniest part of me that wants Samoa to win, but I'm sorry, my Samoan listeners, my Samoan fans. Australia 13+. I'll see you guys in the next one.